John Hume owns more rhinos than anyone in the world. He has over 1,000 here in his farm in the Northwest Province in South Africa. Hume believes that his herd would be safer if trade in the rhinos' coveted horns was legalized.
In order to save rhinos, we have to breed them and protect them. And that is the reason why we are failing in the Kruger Park, because we are still breeding them there, but we're not protecting them. As you know, we're losing 3 rhinos a day in the Kruger Park. It's not sustainable.
The vast Kruger National Park remains the epicenter of the rhino poaching crisis in this country, despite concerted efforts to protect them. Hume thinks it's best to harvest the horns to keep poachers away. He's lobbying to overturn bans that have been in place locally since 2009 and internationally since 1977. Many conservationists say that a legal marketplace would only raise demand. Hume disagrees.
If we dump 5 tons of rhino horn on Vietnam every year, which we can do, how is that going to increase the demand for our rhinos in the Kruger Park? I genuinely believe it will decrease the demand. The more rhino horn we can throw at Vietnam, the less demand there's going to be to kill our Kruger National Park rhinos. Let me give you an example. I sold 84 kilos of rhino horn in 2006, with a permit, of course. I got $1,000 a kilo in 2006. In 2007, 8, 9, as the rumor of the moratorium came in place February 2009. But even as the rumor was coming, there's a moratorium coming, the price started escalating. Now, I'm convinced, even though the black market's very difficult to read, but I'm convinced that the price is going down. A rumor of legalization. I believe a rumor of legalization will push the price down.
Africa's rhino are seriously threatened by poaching, which ultimately feeds the demand for rhino horn in Vietnam and China. It's a lucrative market. Rhino horn can fetch up to $60,000 per kilogram in the illegal market. Over the past 9 years, 5,940 African rhinos have been killed for their horns. South Africa in particular has lost at least 5,061 rhinos between 2008 and 2015.
If we don't do anything different, we are not going to get it back. We are not going to stop this poaching unless we do something different. And something different would be to legalize the trade of rhino horn worldwide.
The rhinos are dehorned on a regular basis here. Hume says that's partly for security reasons and also to add to the rapidly expanding stockpile of horns that he had not been allowed to sell since early 2009, when government declared a moratorium on the domestic sale of rhino horns. The horns are measured and the line is marked precisely where it will be cut, making sure blood vessels are not touched. The procedure is painless for the animal, and like human nails, soon the horns grow back. Hume says it's an expensive exercise. Plans to legalize the trade are fiercely debated by conservationists.
They are what is keeping the current situation. They are keeping the status quo where we are now, which is where our rhinos are being killed. They, the anti-legal traders, are keeping the situation where we are now. And that's what's killing our rhino. Now, also to me, if you are anti-legal trade, then surely you must be pro-illegal trade, because that's what you are trying to keep in motion, the illegal trade. And that is what is killing our rhinos, the illegal trade in rhino horn. I believe if we could get it legal, your demand would immediately be suppressed, your demand will go down, the price will go down.
According to experts, if poaching continues to increase at this rate, the rhino could be extinct by 2025. Hume is prepared to play his part to prevent this. Yolisa, Njamela, CCTV, Clarksdorp, Northwest Province in South Africa.